Welcome back everyone to another episode of Hearts of Iron 4 World Conquest Edition. Today's pick is Belgium. Many people mock it for its own existence. Henceforth I intend on making all other countries disappear from this map. I'll start off by switching my ideology to fascism and justifying on the Netherlands and Luxembourg, making sure to time the justification just right so that we can declare on both of them at the same time, without them getting guaranteed by the UK or France. Honest to God, I have no idea how they still got guaranteed by Czechoslovakia and Ireland, but as long as it's not a major power, we are all bueno. Finally, I managed to form the Benelux and get access to more manpower. All that is left now is to navally invade Ireland and let Germany take care of Czechoslovakia through their focus tree, and wait for them to trigger the Danzig or war event. So that we can pounce on the French. Initially I was planning on invading the Brits in Liverpool first, but I never managed to get naval supremacy, hence why I committed to mainland Europe. And if it wasn't enough, the fleet that I took from the Dutch got sunk, and all I had left now was 3 subs and 1 destroyer. And yet, I somehow still managed to get naval supremacy in the North Sea. Peak British AI moment, if I may say so myself. Whipping the Nene on the rest of mainland England is easy, since half of their units are stuck fighting off in Africa. And just like that, we took care of the first hurdle of this campaign. Next on the chopping block is the US. I would have liked to have been able to invade them from Mexico as well, but I didn't have enough time to drag them into the previous war, so I had to compensate that by navally invading them from the east coast, so that I'd have a better chance of taking over Boston and New York. I swear to God, I hate this region from my guts. The most you can do in this area is just push a bit before you're stuck in front of Boston because of no supplies. This region alone is the reason of many restarts for my World Conquest runs. Like, even Road to 56 added a few ports here and there. Why can't Vanilla have the same? Anyhow, enough yapping from my end. Thanks to the power of friendship and collab governments, we managed to lower their surrender limits and we made them capitulate after taking Philadelphia from them. But of course Brazil had to declare on me, so I took this chance to take down Mexico as well, since it's a nice gateway towards Central America. And as I was close to being done with Brazil, I declared on Japan since I obviously want China for my own, so I had to take them out of the picture. And I was testing out my new heavy plane models on them, and they performed pretty well. Was very happy with the design, honestly. But that's when professional shithead Chiang Kai-shek decided to be too greedy and take half of Japan away from me, so I made sure to pay a visit to him next, and keep on adding more countries to the party as I kept pushing further into mainland China. Until I declared on Siam, and since they inherited the leadership of the co-prosperity sphere, they invited Chile in, which rendered the United Front useless to me, so I kept them. And I took this newfound opportunity to clean up the remnants of Central and South America, and oddly enough, Portugal ended up being the last major in said faction that needed to be capitulated before I could annex for the majority of Central and South America. Except for El Salvador, they are too mighty to be in any measle faction, so I had to take care of them personally. But yeah, by the time I was done with my shenanigans, Germany had already finished off the Soviets, so I had to lock in this upcoming war. I made sure to build up my infrastructure and made as many airports as possible and went full in, and the initial phase of the war went pretty well, and I managed to push them deep inland until I took Berlin. But that's when I hit my first roadblock, which was Bavaria. Pushing them from there was a struggle since half of their alliance bloc decided to commit to that front, and even when I was done with them, I got stuck on the Austrian mountains, even though I was so close to capping them off. I genuinely thought that this would turn into another failed campaign, since they took all of mainland China from me, and with it my manpower, so it was just a matter of time before they could simply just overwhelm me. But that's when I remembered I had yet to take Breslau from them, which was much easier to push than mountains or forts. Once Germany capped, the remnants of the Axis members were just pushovers. Each and every single one of them fell without much resistance until I finally capped Norway and could trigger the peace deal. From here onward, it was pretty straightforward and easy, especially since my heavy fighters and cast had a massive range, and the amount of damage that I dealt was so high that I could even push units when I was struggling with supplies. And with Switzerland fallen, we can finally claim sole hegemony on the globe and proclaim another successful campaign. The next country on the list is Bhutan, though there's already a strategy out there about how to do world conquest as them, so it won't be that impressive. It should come out next Friday, hopefully. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed today's campaign. If you are new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. This has been Kaguya. Have a wonderful day or evening, and goodbye.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.